Number one, y'all need to take your phones out. Number two, Google 60-second jokes. Next, click on the YouTube link. Like, comment, or subscribe. Swindolences. Shouting out 60-second jokes.
Zombie life. Flex. I ain't first to death, I'm the king. Zombie life. Your daughter on her knees, she ain't praying. Church. You ain't talking guala, what the fuck is saying? Guala, gang. What the fuck is saying? I ain't first to death, I'm the king. Zombie life. Your daughter on her knees, she ain't praying. Church. You ain't talking guala, what the fuck is saying?
Cats on the beat, cats on the beat.
What the fuck is saying? You ain't talking guala, then I'm deaf to it. Hallelujah. Oh, you wanna get guala? Waka, let's do it. I be getting guala, ninja, I can prove it. I'm racking up that guala. I Lex Logan. Flexin'. 1080, baby, go to it. Don't forget the mister when you say my music. Mr. 1080. Numbskull, I'm flexing all on my music. Flexin'. Numbskull, that's the gang she always choosing.
Knock. What up, cousins? I'm your favorite cousin from my auntie and uncle you ain't even know you had. I'm 34 and a half, and I got a couple of my cousins. You already know my one cousin, brother in the building. He in the background. He on his way home. He riding. You know, Black Eye. And I got Chris Petty. Salute to Chris Petty in the building coming through the GANGSTER SERVICE ANNOUNCEMENT.
Yeah.
How you doing, sir? Nice to have you.
I appreciate it.
People who don't know who Chris Petty is, you know what I'm saying? I know who you are a little bit. I know a little bit about you. Thanks to BUTTAH too a little bit more because I was watching his battle versus Chef Trez, and I was like, yo, who is this nigga on stage with a gun? Why he has a gun? He said, nah, I'm going to let you explain who you are. So just tell me who you are right now.
First of all, man, Chris Petty, Atlanta Battle Rap, Gates of the Garden, had a hand in probably all of your favorite battles that you've seen. Like, I've been doing this for 10 years. And the reason why y'all saw me with a gun in my man, like what's crazy is me and my man BUTTAH, we actually had to have a conversation. I had to apologize because one of my camera guys who helped out had a weird angle in that. So we were set up for the pay-per-view, but it looks like I'm battling BUTTAH. Like, that's my man's, but it looks like I'm battling.
You had a fight. He told me that I was like, yo, I got to go see him. I wasn't going to go see you because you have a gun, but I was saying if I have to, I will call somebody.
All right, so the gun situation.
I'm making a joke. It's a comedy show a little bit. You can loosen up a little bit, Pat. It's all right. We love you.
No. Like, the gun situation is an interesting situation because I was pulling double duty that event. I was hosting, being a fan, doing security. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
managing.
Yeah, I was wearing
niggas some mints in the bathroom. They breakfast taking you said I got them in. The truth is gone.
I was wearing a lot of hats that night.
For the culture.
Unfortunately, if you notice though with the angle though, I have it all the way to the back, thinking it was off cam.
That's the easiest. That's the best place to pull it and kill somebody. You know what's better at? That's where they pull it from.
Yeah. So it looks wild crazy, bro. It's not my place.
I said, yo, how did you rap it? Knowing that if you set a bar too good, you get a gun shot. He was like, nah, man. He told us the whole story about how you was pulling double duty, so we already kind of fake knew. But I knew, at least I knew, I wanted to let
but you know, big white bald guy with a gun make everybody nervous at a battle rap event.
I did think it was too close. I thought it was too soon. I did.
Hey, look.
I was joking. I don't believe in race. I'm not Safarian, Petty. But I understand people's idea of, how they have to identify because we never knew where it exists.
But BUTTAH is my brother, man. Like, he was one of the first people when I went out to Philly who showed me a lot of love. And I've actually watched several of his battles beforehand. So I was a fan, too. And
a lot of legends. He just killed Mark Warren. He about to kill Suge on Saturday. I mean, if I was a manager, if I was a battle rap manager, I would want to manage him. I'm just saying. I mean,
BUTTAH, Butta is somebody I actually have a lot of interest in managing because he understands investing in his career. He understands working hard. He understands the business aspect. He's first of all, he's probably one of the most approachable people you'll ever meet in battle rap.
Talk about it. Hey, if you don't say it, I'm gonna say it.
You know what I'm saying? So when you have a rapport with somebody and you're able to build on that platform of just recognizing real in each other, you can make some real powerful moves happen, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about seeing the progress of people that really truly believe in their craft and really have a lot of love for this culture, and that's why I do what I do. That's why, like, with managing and being a league owner and everything like that, like.
You know what I mean? Drop a plug real quick. Plug the league.
Yeah, man. Atlanta Battle Rap, ADR, a whole lot of gang shit, all that. Like, we got crazy battles.
That got no 16 battle rappers over there in the lower 60s.
We got an event coming up in August. I can't really speak on it yet because, you know, motherfuckers like to bite sauce.
Okay, we family here, Petty. We family, Petty. Just you tell me, you better not even.
All right, so I got an event. I got an event coming up in August where I'm putting a bunch of MCs with no host, no crews, battling in a ring of fire.
You're joking.
No, I'm being serious.
No host? I was going to, you know what the worst part is? Because when you first said no host, I'm a host. So I was going to say, let me host. But when you said the ring of fire,
no,
I'm
all right, so what it's about is I'm going to shoot B-roll where I talk about the battlers that are involved on the card and explain why I put them in the position that I'm putting them in. And this is not about being your flyest. This is a grimy, hot, sweaty, just dark thing. And it's all about what you can do with your material, your opponent.
In a different type of environment. I like that, though. I do like that thing. I do.
Something that's never been done, man. Something different.
And that's what I like about it also. We have had the quiet room now. You said there's not going to be a crowd there either at all?
No, there will be a crowd there. But, like...
It won't be close, though.
Okay, so the way it's set up is I'm not going to advertise a location. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
You pull up. Like, this isn't. It's a free event. It's not about.
Ooh.
It's not about
culture.
It's not about
culture for real.
Okay, so I got some friends of mine that work for Tyler Perry, and some other friends of mine that do music videos, and it's all about the cinematic aspect of.
Now, I get it. No, I love different. I think with battle, I do visual breakdowns. I want to see you some of those, Petty. I want you to check them out. I add visual joints to videos so people can get the bars. And that's just simple. That's symptomatic too. It's just the idea of different things we could do with battle rap. I feel like a lot of times we put ourselves in various boxes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
When you shouldn't be in a box until you're in the ground, man.
Well, I mean, like, I've been involved in this shit since like grind time back in the day, right?
Oh shit.
And I started grind time Atlanta back in the day with my business partners.
Do you spit? I'm sorry, I gotta cut you off. I'm real kind of, but I don't mean to be rude. But you intrigue me. Do you rap? Do you rap a little bit? You got any bars over there?
I battle Goods, I battle Shotgun Shug, I battle GL, I battle
on cam?
Yeah, on cam.
You battle Goods on cam, Petty?
Yeah.
And Shotgun Shug, and who else?
Goods was my second battle ever.
What a fucking culture. I'm peanut butter and jealous. I used to like you, Petty. I don't know if we can be friendly anymore. I might have to remove you. You doing shit I want to do in my life. I'm joking. I'm making a joke.
No, go check it out. It's on my league, Atlanta Battle Rap. Go watch me versus Goods. You can watch me versus Shotgun Shug on.
And what's your rap name? What's your battle rap name? Chris Petty?
Yeah, I go by my government.
That's your real name? Your last name is Petty?
Yeah.
What did your family do to get that?
Hey, look, man, it's crazy because when I travel and shit, the looks I get and people laugh. Of course, they're like, "Yo,
it seems like not a real name. It seems like a fake. Yeah, it seems like a fake name.
Yeah.
No offense to you.
Crazy.
But you get what I'm saying? You get what I mean? It does seem like not a real name. I thought it was like a
name. This is like the worst part of all of this, right? So when I meet people, and Butta can even attest to this because when he met me first on, he was like Chris Petty. like, bro, it's my whole name. Like, you can call me Chris.
Oh, yeah, I get it. Because I say hate my real name. I hate when people follow my name. I love 34.5. That's, to me, is my real name. I went and got a tattoo and all that. I love this name. And it's different from my name actually being Chris Petty, and people walk up to me, hey, Chris Petty! I'm like, yeah, it's your government. Nigga, it's hot.
Yeah, I literally met him. I was like, oh, you Chris Petty. Yeah.
And see, that's my thing though. Like, my name and my relationships in battle rap and what I've done in this, I'm literally a man of behind the scenes. Like, I manage guys like Chef Trez, Av, Bricks.
You manage Av?
Yeah.
And Bricks?
Yeah.
Can I get some interviews possibly?
What's up?
You know what I'm saying? You the manager, you know, that's the first I only knew you had such, I didn't know you had Av and Bricks. You got a whole goddamn.
I mean, you know.
What he was saying was, Chris, he wants you to see if you can set up, you know, just an interview to help expose your guys and also to help him.
Yeah, no, bro. You wanna talk to Bricks? You wanna talk to Bricks? You wanna talk to Trez?
Anybody that battle rap, I love battle rap, man. I'm not really. I like names. I love names. But if you got artists who battle rap, I don't mind if they not even. They got one battle. Like, I love people that love to talk about battle rap because I love to talk about battle rap. I love battle rap. That's why, bro, you don't even rap. As far as I knew, I just thought you was management, but I know you love battle rap. I know you love the culture. So I love people I got a lot of friends in battle rap as far as people I've worked with over the years. Like Goods is like my right hand man. It's like that's my bro. Like when I came to Gates of the Garden to battle, the first time he came down with me and hosted and shit like that. Like a good, you know, not to say I'm redundant, not to say, but it seems like Goods seems like a good dude.
Goods is like, he actually might be one of the most humble motherfuckers you ever met.
Thank you, please.
Unless you get cool with him, because that was my first time meeting Goods through Chris Petty at a Gates of the Garden event in Jersey. And I ain't gonna hold you, he must have read my energy. But 2 minutes later, he started talking shit, and me and Goods
no. Like,
that shit was crazy.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. Goods is a good dude. That's my brother, but he an asshole.
I love you. I'm an asshole too. We all assholes. People are assholes. There. Am I wrong? Good people are assholes. Good people are assholes.
Yeah, he's like one of the first ones to start roasting you after he's met you.
Yeah, that's it.
Hey, no lie, I had on some Reebok pumps. The old Reebok pumps, but they was hot. They were the hot tops. They was purple and black.
Don't lie, buddy. You can't lie.
I got pictures. I got pictures with him. Right? But look, he said, I like your sneaks. He was like, but I hate your fucking hairline. I was like, what?
Hey, yo. Yeah, no, see, that's
love and death at the same time. You gotta love it. You gotta love that.
Yo, it was crazy. I told the nigga, I said, damn, what you shopping in tall, short section? And he was my man ever since.
See that? I love that. That's my type of energy. I love that. I love people who can make fun and love each other. That's why I love that. Yeah, I know you. I don't know if you were you under a rock all day long, Mr. Petty?
Do what now?
Were you under a rock all day? Did you refrain from internet usage today?
I do run a company outside of this, so
I know that happens sometimes.
Yeah, I don't get to stay online all day.
Well, let me inform you about what's going on the internet. There was a fight.
Okay, so why is it that fight started out like a BET movie, where if y'all were so I guess y'all are wondering how I got here, right? Well, it all started with this. Like, that's exactly what that fight footage looked like. Yeah, I've been following all that.
I like that. I like that analogy. Hell yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what it looked like. Y'all saw how smooth Geechee slid off. Like, hey, whoa, what we doing? And so like the whole day's been interesting. I fuck with Moon heavy. I fuck with Drugs heavy. Geechee my guy too. I actually sent him a text message earlier that was like, yo, that slide off was slick. Like, you just
Petty. Petty. What does he have to do with two DMV? He's from California. What is Geechee expected to do with two? Is he security? What is his big chain? What is he expected to do over there?
Nothing. Mind his own motherfucking business like he was doing. What y'all want him to do?
That's real shit. That's real shit.
Okay, first of all, my man Geechee, he said it, he put it out, so it's not like we out here dry snitching. My man Geechee is on papers. He can't really deal with interaction with 12 and have a bunch of bullshit around him. You know what I'm saying? So what did anybody expect him to do? He peeped the situation. And what I did learn from the video is that Geechee ain't gonna give you no warning. He gonna peep something and he gonna slide off. And you better be paying attention.
Yeah, hold on, I get it. I heard you. Geechee said he's gonna give you the word. I agree. Being on papers, I've been on papers myself. Meek Mill's been on papers. We see what it's like being on papers. I was so pissed off at Rennie Ma. No disrespect to the Queen, but she did a remix to the Old Town Road, and she was talking about how she gonna get up for roll and beat up girls and all of that. And I was just listening back to what Jermaine Dupri had said and all of that. And I love violence and music. Obviously, I love battle rap. But I just felt like the idea is when I was being on parole is a very oppressive thing to put somebody under. You contain them.
Well, I mean,
growth.
Not to make light of a situation, but it's something that I talk about a lot, and it's something that I talk about on our radio show and shit with Wing the Breakdown.
Shout out to the radio show. Shout it out.
Yeah. Wing the Breakdown crew. My homeboy Jay Banks. Av is on that show a lot. Like what we talk about is this era of battle rap where you got a bunch of old heads and you got this new trolling, these kids that grew up watching everything we've done and created, and now you got a weird blend of old school and new school guys around each other, but we all from a different era. Like we're from the era of when you had a problem, you had to see somebody. You didn't get to just type.
You had to actually back it up. You couldn't just say it. At some point, niggas was gonna see each other and it had to go down.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you know, like when I say something, I stand 10 toes down on what I say because I expect a repercussion to come from it. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't just type something to type it and it just goes out into the public and then I can just come back and say, oh, it's just battle rap. It's just this.
Can I be Rosemary Baby for a second? Can I make my mother proud?
Yeah.
With that being said, we didn't grow up in the battle rap era either. We weren't in an industry where shit talking sells the fight. UFC fight people can't be fighting each other outside the ring. They can talk stuff about each other. See, I'm trying to say monetize a little bit. I'm trying to learn. They can talk stuff about each other, but they can't always attack each other. And that's in selling a fight in battle rap. A lot of times it's talking junk.
Well, I mean, I think
like I said, I'm just trying to make my mother proud.
No, but see, but what I'm saying though is I think with all this with power and with power and views and becoming into the public eye, like battle rap started from such a small culture and we're starting to get kind of mainstream now. You have to carry a certain level of respect when you start selling a fight, and there's certain lines that just can't be crossed. And until this era, like where you get guys like Head Ice Out or Swave Seva or guys like myself, any of these guys that have been around this thing since it really kind of started, where we came from a lifestyle that was not like that trolling shit, that's not an excuse. Battle rap, it's not an excuse. You got to carry a certain level of respect when you're talking to a grown-ass motherfucking man.
That's true.
And I'll be honest, and I think that's why I like I was talking to Chris before, and me and Ham talked about this. That's why I'm glad, like, I'm in a position I'm in, because even though I'm from the older era, you know what I mean? My older cousins, my older brothers, all of them and all that. But, you know what I'm saying? That's what I stand on. That's how I was raised. You understand what I'm saying? So now it's like, I'm not with all that trolling. You're not going to talk to me any kind of way. You see how I carry myself, Chris. You can just tell already how I interact with that rapper and how I talk to niggas. So, like, it is what it is. I don't, like, you can't talk to me a certain kind of way because I don't give that energy to you, you know? I don't troll niggas. I'm not good at it at all. Because I start talking shit, I might call a nigga a dickhead, and I know he might feel some type of way. You know what I mean? So I don't think you get into it.
No, that's me. That's me too. Like, I just experienced a situation where I was on vacation with my family. I'm 1,000 miles away. I'm in New York. I'm living my best life and shit. And then I get a call saying that somebody mentioned my wife in a battle. In a battle I wasn't at. I wasn't in attendance for. You weren't battling me. I wasn't hosting the motherfucker. I didn't put on a fucking event. I ain't do none of that. I'm on vacation. I'm nowhere around. And you end your round talking about my wife. Like, yo, I'm not, like, I don't play them games. Like, I'm not, like, I will literally pull up on you.
So he said something. I don't want to be disrespectful, but he said something pertaining to you. He said, like, in his round of, like, Chris Petty, wife, da-da-da, yada.
Yo, the exact bar was this. Do you believe in conspiracy theories? Well, I got one for you. You know why Chris Petty's mad at life? Because his business partner, Miss NYC, has been fucking his wife. Like it's like shit like that. Like, bro, I'm not there. You ended your round like that. Then he tried to cop pleas online. He's like, it's battle rap, Chris. Don't take it so serious. Well, look, bro, you knew I wasn't there. He was like, I thought you were going to be there. Well, clearly, 5 hours into an event and I'm not there, you know I'm not going to be there. So cutting your round short and not putting that in there.
That is crazy. You know what, though? You know what, Petty, though? It's like, it's weird. I went to Nome, right? When I went to Nome, I met Howard the Dawn. You hear me? Let me just explain to you. I know it's only connected. Let me explain to you. I see Howard the Dawn. I told Howard the Dawn to tell my cousin to say fuck him. You feel me? On my Instagram right now to this day, it's still up there. Howard the Dawn tells my cousin he's a bitch. Fuck him. I love my cousin. That's my favorite cousin. I just did it as a shout out to him because, again, we like that our whole life is like, fuck you. That's the attitude. And not to quote Rico because he's a snitch from Paid in Full, but there's a scene in the movie where Cameron says, I walked to the nigga birthday party and I took the cake. I just threw it in his face. He's like, what did you do? What do you mean? He's like, you didn't have a present or nothing? No, I have no present. I just threw the cake in his face. I showed him wild love. And I feel like, so even though I know that's a crazy thing, I'm sorry, I think it's funny, but I know that's not happening. Bless me, John. That's not happening. We know it's a joke. It's rap. It's a shout out. It's a salute to you.
I get it. If I knew you like that, but I don't know you like that. You know what I'm saying? Not you. I'm talking about.
That's not the way to get to know me. No, I'm saying.
No, I'm talking about the battle.
I know you're talking about. I'm with you. We're on the same page. But that's but that's not the way to get to know you. You want to get to know you. That's not the way.
That's not the way. So
yeah, for future reference, GSA. That's why we had this show to inform people. It's the Gangster Service Announcement. I got to make a quick stop to let y'all know. You want to get to know Chris Petty, do not include him in your raps, saying people are having extra mass.
No. You can include me in my rap. No, you can include me in your raps. I don't care about.
If you're there. If you're there.
Wife, like I'm a father and a husband. I got a wife. I got 3 daughters, and when it comes to them, they
separate.
They support.
You know what? If I may, can I say something? I just thought about something.
No, you can't.
I'm gonna say it any fucking way. But I feel like at first as I was listening to Chris, and mind you, I got my opinions and stuff. I think everything in battle rap goes. I'm one of them kind of guys. However, as I've been maturing, I just imagine what would make me mad in a battle that I'm not there. I think that's too much.
You're never not there because there's a camera, there's people there, you're never not there.
All right, but see, my thing is that anybody that knows me,
I'm just debunking that I'm not there.
My wife, all right, so
you're never not there.
My wife, my daughters.
No, I get where you're coming from because I love to try to play game over. I do get where you're coming from. That's a crazy thing. Like you said, like you could be on Twitter, you could be trending on Twitter right now. Yes. In a battle. Now they go click on the battle and it's talking. Now they want to. Is this really going
so
on?
I got a teenage daughter. And,
we on the same page. We some things are supposed to happen. We get it.
But so for me, like as a league owner and somebody that puts on for people, tries to put them in a better position. My wife supports that. You know what I'm saying? Like battle rap takes a lot of time away from time I could be given to them. where I'm trying to help people reach a certain goal or a certain level. And so I feel like there should be a certain level of respect given in that matter of like, okay, cool. So like, I get it. He's in the scene. He does things. He rap a little bit. He get a little crazy sometimes, but there's got to be a certain level of respect there where it's like, yo, bro, I got a real life outside of this, and my real life will really fuck you up in real life. Like I'm the type, like I'm the best puncher in the room if you mention my wife. You feel me? Like I will literally knock your whole jaw sideways.
I was hoping that we can make this an anti-violent.
No, fuck that. No, fuck that. I'm with all the bullshit. No, I like that. I support that. I support the bullshit. Butter know that. Butter saw me in Atlanta. He saw I was acting.
You're supposed to be secure. You're supposed to be. You did too many hats in the event. You security and you fighting, so you ready to fight and you securing at the same time. Come on.
Yeah. He was about to rumble. What's the guy's name? The guy that had the controversial battle with drugs, John.
Hey, dude, that's my man. That's one of my closest. That's one of my closest people, and I was ready to put hands on him.
Yeah.
Man, I can't fuck with you, Petty. I ain't trying to fight you. We friends. I love you. Don't do that.
No, man. Certain like certain levels, like my thing is this: is somebody for like me, right? In battle rap, I'm the minority. I'm the visitor. I'm the guy that no, I'm being serious. I'm being serious.
No, maybe at one point you was, but 10 years in.
No.
I can't give you. I can't give it to you. You got to give it to yourself. But at some point, you can't always be the visitor. At some point, you got to be at home.
No, I don't. No. I feel I'm comfortable everywhere. I put my feet on everybody couch.
I know, but if you don't get what I'm trying to say, it's like if you visit somebody's house. But I don't know how your family grew up. But my grandma like this. You come over once, she like, yeah, she go get some Kool-Aid, she making your biscuits and all that. Third time, it's like, you know what it looks, you know what it's
You know where the kitchen at. Right. All right, cool. So cool. All right.
10 years in the, I'm just saying, Chris Petty.
I agree.
10 years in the industry.
I agree. But then when something goes wrong or something doesn't go the way somebody wants it to go, then it turns into, oh, you a colonizer, honky, cracker ass motherfucker that just, and it's like, whoa, I'm supposed to be
anybody who says colonize to you, you need to laugh at them. That's what I want to get to that point.
Oh, I don't get offended. No.
Can I say one thing about that colonize thing, please? That's a Disney line. They're retarded. They're quoting a Disney movie to you.
So don't get it twisted. I don't get it. Here's what's crazy, right? I don't get offended by what is said to me. I get offended by who it's said by.
I get what you said.
Butter's my bro, right? So if Butter went that way, that direction with me, I would take it differently because I consider that my bro.
I get it.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't get offended by what's said. I get offended by who it's said by.
I understand that. That's the majority. You're not too weird. You're normal to some extent. You're probably weird, but not for that. Everybody gets, but we got to learn how to. That's what I love about battle rap. That's one thing I think that battle rap teaches us is that we can accept negativity.
But we can all accept each other. Huh? We can all accept each other.
Hell yeah, we should. And I think that we kind of fake do. I seen a gay nigga at a battle, even though I'm not really into homosexuality unless it's girls on each other.
That's who he's talking about. That's who he's talking about.
What?
That's my man's. J2. Shout out to my brother J2.
That's niggas about to beat up?
Yeah.
He said some gay shit?
No. He didn't say no gay shit.
Hey, leave my man Chris alone.
I'm sorry. No, it's an order. You think that's an automatic question though? Like real life, you say you about to fight him.
Yo. You know what's crazy? You know what set me off? And it's the funniest shit ever. Yes, he said some gay shit. My man said, now y'all gotta keep in mind, y'all, this is my homeboy, right? Like I really fuck with dude. I don't look at him in no particular type of way.
You have to hit people for their life and their life.
Yo, but when my man's looks at me and goes, suck my dick, I felt like he really meant that shit. And I was really offended.
Wow. That's crazy. All I know is it was all this commotion. I was outside. We was in Atlanta. It was all this commotion. And then they said, yeah, man, fucking Chris Petty about to fight the gay nigga. I was like, what? Like, that shit was like, oh, my God. Oh,
yeah, but see, let me just paint this headline for y'all. Big, bald, white guy fights gay black man at hip-hop event. That doesn't go no kind of way good for me. I got the NAACP knocking at my door at that point. I got the LBGT.
But that's run by a white lady. You gonna be on good? That's run by a white lady.
Like
you remember Richard Gossip? Nobody remembers it.
It just wasn't a good situation, man.
I feel you though. But I was saying we need to learn how. What I love about battle rappers is when I was growing up, and I said this a bunch of times if you watch the show, you know I talk about my grandmother. I love her. She's chilling in heaven. You know, we grew up. She made us play the devil. We made fun of each other. We used to sit there and she made us take it. And I love battle rap because I feel like it gives a person a chance to have fun on each other, so-called imperfections or shortcomings, and then at the end when they give each other pounds, like I remember me and my best friend watching Disaster versus Dirty Mags, right? Yeah. Right? So we watching that. I don't know if you've seen it, but that was pretty intense battle for the guys to be cool with each other for a little bit, and that right there. To me, it was like it's a classic battle because of the idea of they were able to leave everything on the stage without getting gay over it.
No, I think that's an amazing thing with battle rap. Like even with like the Trez and Butta battle, right? Like Trez is my man's. That's little bro. But I was a fan of Butta too, so giving him genuine reaction and seeing them interact with each other, even though we're being at our most disrespectful that we can be, and then you see the love and the daps and everything like that after a battle and everybody's kicking it with each other, like that's an amazing thing, and that's why it's real easy to get comfortable in battle rap, because when we're in that ring or we're at an event, man, we don't see a race, we don't see a sexuality, we don't see a religion, we don't see none of that, bro. We see artists, we see angry poetry, we see a way to entertain people,
to connect as one, to laugh together, to be to break down walls. And I feel like we don't want to stop people from doing that. That's my baby right there.
Yeah, thanks. No, I mean
that's Chris Petty, babe. He's a battle rap management and battle rapper himself. He battle raps some people. He's managed some people you know about. You might not know about. I'll just talk about y'all. I spoke to you like the devil. Wasn't I just talking about ain't that crazy like the devil? You ever heard that, Chris Petty? Like you speak to like the devil? I just talked about you. You are the fucking devil.
Yes,
yeah, devilish. But yeah, I like. Remember, there was another battle that happened a couple of weeks ago too. It was a guy with a gun on stage before you. He had the gun on stage. He flashed it kind of fake. Chosen or something, I think his name was. You remember what I'm talking about, brother?
No, I Butter, you know who he's talking about, bro.
It was on GZ, right?
Who was that?
Butter, you know who he's talking about, right?
We're not talking about today, right? We're not talking about today.
No, we talking about that thing where LB got into that.
Oh man, shit! I wish you wouldn't say the name, but shit, fuck. Okay, yeah, I know exactly what the fuck you're talking about. And you know what? That's the little bro too. That's something I was talking about personally. We gotta all learn to like control our emotions while
he did though. He controlled his emotions. That's what I was trying to get to the point. Look at what happened to the great Nipsey. They said he got an education with a guy.
But you know what's crazy? Yo, real shit though. What's crazy is about that situation. That's actually an old situation that popped back up. That wasn't really recent. That battle happened a while ago. For some reason, it's popping back up. It's not something that was recent.
King of the Dot finally put money behind it. They need views. What are you talking about? Because for some reason, they are falling off as a league. People know more about.
Whoa. That shit wasn't on the GZs, bro. That happened on Focus on Your Crown out of Lancaster.
What?
Yeah. Did something else happen that we unaware of?
Yeah. That's what I'm. Yeah, did something else happen? Because I only know about the Lancaster event, the PA event.
Yeah, the PA.
Let me look it up.
Can I just ask who's this guy?
I told you that Chris Petty, that Chef management.
He said what?
He manages Chef and a bunch of other people that you never really heard of, like He's mad at Chef Travis. He said, Bricks, you don't know who Bricks Belvy is. You don't know. And Av, you do know who Av is. We see Av at Nome. You see Av. You know Av.
I know who Chef Travis is too. I don't know just Av.
Yeah, no, Av, Chef Travis, those my bros. Like, I deal with their personal business dealings out here in this battle rap community. And if Butta,
hello, sir.
And if Butta, hello, and if Butta just say, hey, yo, Chris, let's take over the world, you know, we can do this, we can solidify this right here on this show right now.
Definitely.
He trying to bag real quick. I like it. He's trying to bag.
All right, pause for the kids, but I like y'all.
What are you saying? They not bagging them. They making a business. They're doing a business. Yeah.
Yo, wifey just came. She said, yeah, he trying to bag. I said, whoa.
He's trying to bag. Listen, I respect it. You're a true businessman. I respect it.
And he needs more Manny G's. I'm saying the other day, this nigga was right here, a boss. How you a boss with no workers? You can't be a manager with no people to Manny G. You need Manny G's.
I'm just saying, I respect the gangster. He was just promoting his business. He good. He was like,
what's crazy is when I battle goods, like my thing, like one of the angles I
Wait, you battle too?
I battle goods, yeah.
I love goods.
Yeah, no, goods.
Not like that because I love behind.
You know why she didn't believe you? She's racist, Chris Petty. She didn't believe you because she's racist.
So, like, the angle I took on him was him, you know, y'all know how with Goods rap, he tell everybody they got a worker's point of view. So the angle where I broke him down at was like, yo, I was like, yo, your thing is that everybody got a worker's point of view. Well, to be the boss, you got to see what your workers are going through. I mean, you really got to be out in the field with them, going through what your workers are going through. So by definition, to be a boss, you got to have a worker's point of view.
Well, damn, I guess I'm a boss because I'm right out there with my workers right now.
See, that's what I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. You gotta understand.
You heard that, babe?
I guess it wasn't Jeezy. You're right. My bad. I apologize. Thank you, sir.
Yo, so that's my thing. Like, Butta is a guy that's ready to work, and I always work. So
what's the name of this league? Is Focus on Your Crown Battle League?
Yes.
Yeah. And again. Yeah, I mean, you know, I network and I do my thing. Shout out to the league owner, Flames Collins. He sponsored one of my events. He's the one that's responsible for me versus New Jersey Twerk. So, you know what I mean? He's a good dude, you know what I mean? But, you know, unfortunately, that situation happened.
Yeah, hey, man, shout out to everybody in that battle, though, because that's actually everybody that's involved in that battle, from the two guys that are battling to the extra shit that's going on stage. Like, we're all friends. We're all part of a family. So
yeah,
that wasn't really as serious as it appeared.
No, I can tell it wasn't that serious, and that's why I liked it. And I brought it up because he didn't even reach for the gun. The guy said, "You's a bitch." Instead of the normal response on the street would have been to shoot him or do some stupid shit. But I was thinking that people can watch that and see, if I could be called a bitch on camera and not shoot somebody, you could be called a bitch in your corner and not shoot somebody. That's what I was thinking, that somebody can use it as an example of.
Hey, look, man. I believe that people should really, like, if you've offended by something, this is not the culture for you. And beyond that, like, if you like, don't.
What if they make fun of your family and stuff like that, Petty?
Don't be so quick to pull something, man. Put your hands up, bro. An ass whooping only hurts for a few minutes. I promise. I've had my ass.
Man, no, niggas can knock their teeth out. Some niggas hit hard. I know a nigga that got his teeth knocked out. You don't lie to people, Petty. Somebody can knock their teeth out.
Everybody gives me shit because my teeth are fucked up. But I wear it
trying to fuck other people's teeth.
My teeth are fucked
up. I
up.
know you're that person you are. Now you're trying to fuck other people's teeth up. That's why you want to fight. That's why
No. My shit all fucked up. My shit all fucked up from getting punched in the mouth.
So you want to punch other niggas in the mouth. That's why I think. It's my turn now. I'm a nigga. I didn't even play.
Oh my god. But I do agree. One thing I do agree with, though, is don't take things so personal in the battle rap world. I agree with that 100%.
No, babe, they could be making. What if somebody said stuff about you? Would you not? Should I not take it personal?
No, why would you take it personal? They call me fat. Yeah, I'm fat. What's so whatever?
What if I wasn't? What if they said it at an event? What if I was on vacation with you? We on vacation. I'm minding my business. You know they say it at the event. I'm not even at the event. What if that happens? I shouldn't take it serious then.
What?
If y'all on vacation,
See?
Yes, if I'm on vacation and not battle rapping, then yeah, you fucking whoop his ass. What the fuck?
Right,
but I'm saying in battle rap it's different. In battle rap it's different.
That she agrees with Chris Petty.
Yeah, you gotta get Petty in charge, baby. I'm trying to keep Petty in the culture so he can manage. You trying to get
Hey, yo.
I'm just saying, I agree with the point that it's battle rap.
No, you switched it up. Now you got him out. He's like, yeah, he about to go shine it up right now.
Hey, yo, Butter, why my man look like Blink the Barbarian with blonde dreads? This shit is crazy.
Hey, whoa, wait. Don't be talking about my husband now, because I do fight.
Go get it.
Don't worry about it. I got it, babe. I got it. Thank you. I got it, babe. I got it. Thank you. I got it. He's all right. He's okay.
That was barbaric.
That was barbaric.
I'm just saying, this ain't battle rap right now.
Yeah, we not even battling. I'm not even there.
No, it's crazy because I'm sitting here looking at my mans and I'm like, yo, he remind me of Blick and I don't know why.
That's racist, Petty. We not all look alike.
That's not racist. The fact that y'all think
Hey, Petty, don't pay him no mind, bro. He be talking shit, bro.
I love you, Petty. I love you. That's funny. I like you. It's all good. I love you.
Right now, right now, everybody looking at me looking like, yo, he look like John, but white.
I'm about to be a comedian. I'm about to quit. I'm not a good comedian. Why didn't I think of that? You really
My man is 5 seconds away from calling me Jonathan John. My man is like,
yo, the sad part is I never thought that until you just said it. Now that you said it,
yo, bro, I get compared, like, when in my Shotgun Suge intro, I actually said I call myself Sheet Metal Solomon.
Iron Solomon, all right.
Yeah, everybody say I look like Iron Solomon and John the Don.
Would you ever battle Iron? I know you fake retired, you're manager now, but I know you got to say he's overrated.
I got 3 battles left that I really want to get knocked out, and one is Iron, one is Pat Stay, and the last one being me versus John.
I do not like John. I'm sorry. I do not like John whatsoever.
Like, I think John's my, like, me and him have an up and down relationship. We were business partners. He also.
There you are.
Oh!
Yeah! I do have to listen to one of your battles.
Oh my God, I am so racist. That is crazy. I'm so racist. You're the guy who had a great life. I forgot it. I do hate you, yes. You have a great life. You have a great life. Just sleeping late on Sundays, you piece of shit.
Look, baby, you made him take his glasses off. Now he can't even see.
You piece of shit, you sleeping late on Sundays? That's what you like to do, huh? Huh? Me too. But I can't.
Yeah. So, all right, so you're talking about my Suge battle. So you know you was there then, right?
I wasn't there. I watched the battle.
Okay, so
more shots, you just do an interview instead. You don't gotta shoot me the whole time. Just do an interview. Just talk it.
Okay, all right, so here's the thing. Before me and, like, yo, Dre, shout out to my brother Dre Dennis and fuck him at the same time, because we right before the event's getting started, there's a big altercation that happens, like 30 guys, like, but it's Buttah's spot, it's Buttah's place we at. Like, bro, when we walked in there, that place had one way in and one way out. By the time we left, that bitch had 5 places in and 5 places out. Like, it was crazy. And so all this shit happens, and this fight breaks out. And then Dre gonna walk up to me and go, all right, you and Sugar setting it off. I'll be damned, sir. No, you will not be setting it off. I don't think so. Like, Tay-Rock, like, what's crazy is Tay-Rock and Trez look at me and go, Trez looks at me, he knows all my bars. Trez looks at me and goes, hey, dog, you can't say none of that shit you was about to say. What? I got nothing but disrespectful blood and Crip bars and all that, and these guys are not in the mood for this.
Oh, you was about to say Chris? What do you got a problem with Chris? What's wrong with you?
And so I get up there, and I have to freestyle for 4 minutes.
You can freestyle
my whole performance against Sugar.
You know why they call you Petty? Because you ain't never been deadly.
Oh, okay.
So you only a little bit good at keeping the medley. You know, because you had a gun on you, that's what I'm saying. And it's like, that's freestyling. I got you. You're there. It's over.
I say, but that's cool.
All right, I'm going out. Nice talking to you, babe. I love you. Call me when you're done.
All right, man. Love you. Have a nice time.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. That's a little bit about me. So
yeah, thank you, Chris Petty. It's good to know more stuff about you that I already admired you as a person because I love people who when you said for the culture, and I had already talked to Butter about who you was when you had made that post where you had said you was for the culture. I had already talked to Butter who you was. So I was like, so he really is for the culture. Then you had did the thing where you had sent C Jersey the money to take his hat off.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I like amusing things, and I was ready to see that. Did he ever return that money?
No, he didn't. No, he kept all 20 of that. And that's
but he never took the hat off, that's what I'm saying. So
hey, that's fine. You know what? Because I've seen his hair in real life, and it's better off that we didn't see that because his barber
everybody
ain't
is,
shit.
Man.
His barber ain't shit. CeeLo barber ain't shit. That boy can't cut hair to save his life.
Yeah, I don't get my hair cut. That's why I'm good.
CeeLo walks into the barbershop and says, yeah, whatever.
Save me.
He wear a wave cap. My man wear a do-rag for 90% of his life and got half a wave. Like, I don't know what to do about that.
He said, take that bowl and give me whatever, man. Just line it up.
Open the gate to your fitted. Open the gate to your snapback. Open the gates to your snapback.
Hey, yo. Hey, look, man.
He started me. He did it.
Hey, Butter was the flyest dude coming into the A on the Gates of the Garden event, man, because these dudes got out looking like...
Is Butter on your fire event with the fire ring?
With the what?
If you got a ring of fire, you got to have Butter in it. Come on, son. What? That's talking about marketing. A nigga named Butter in a ring of fire? What?
First of all, he got to say yes to this agreement that we talking about, man. Like, I can't just put him on something because, he got to say yes.
If he do say yes, can he get on? He good.
Okay, so let me line this up a little better and explain this event. This event is about people that actually have a storyline and have a problem or need to resolve something. Like, I'm battling my mans that just got out the pen that I basically held down, and then we had some sideways words when he got out. Like, this is some real life shit. So Butter got to battle somebody that he don't like.
Oh, it has to be real life.
Yeah.
Oh, so like basically what RBE tried to do with the closure event, but more like we gonna do this shit all the way. Everybody gonna really have beef.
We going all the way there.
I like that. I want to do a boxing league like that where people really have beef. I want to do a TV show like that.
Look, I'm a firm believer that, like, I would love to do an event that was based off of 2 rounds of rapping and 1 round of boxing.
You the devil.
I ain't gonna hold you, man. I was telling you this. No, I wasn't even telling half this, but I was really considering. Matter of fact, I was just telling you this. This is before Chris Petty even came on today, right?
We was talking, but I don't.
Wow, how the fuck was we even talking about Chris Petty before I knew he was getting on your show? That's wild, crazy.
You ought to know. We fake did talk. No, I told you. I said I might be getting petty, and then you said yeah.
Oh, okay. So that's what happened. I forgot real quick. That quick. Weed is a crazy drug, but
I smoke it.
I tell you this though. I told somebody else, my partner V's, man. I said, yo, I was busting it up with Chris Petty for like 15, 20 minutes, man. Like, he made me feel real comfortable. He made me feel like I could be an asset.
We talked for like an hour, bro.
Yeah, it was probably more than that. Yo, bro, you know my brain is crazy, bro. I could have sworn.
Why not make it happen like that? Me and this nigga did a 3-hour interview the first time we ever chopped it up. We just said just chopped. And we both love music. We have a love for music. We like music.
Yeah.
We love battle and stuff. We love battle.
But continue, Butter. Continue, Butter.
No, my thing was, Chris made me feel like that, not just because we was talking about it, but he made me feel like that I could be an asset to his team and that he could be an asset to me. I told him how much, roundabout normally when I get paid. He made it seem like small fucking change. And I was like, damn. You know what I'm saying? And it is small change compared to guys like Surf and Hitman. And
no, but who you are now, but who you becoming. You know what I'm saying? Because it might have been something for who you was, but
no, it's
who you are now.
With Butter, like having a manager is about eliminating the personal relationships between a bag and people you know. All right. So like it's not about anything other than getting you what you believe or what I believe as somebody that fucks with you or somebody to see something maybe you don't even see yourself or what your worth is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the other thing is in battle rap, money is such a weird subject anyway. Like I don't even worry about percentages. Like for me, I look at a situation to go, okay, cool, we're gonna put you in position. And then when we really start making money, then we'll talk about that. But right now, it's about getting you to that position to where we can talk about it. We not out here making millions, but we could be.
If we keep working.
Yeah, exactly.
Talk about it.
Like
that marathon.
Like for me, I'm gonna work as hard for Butter as Butter's gonna work for me. And as long as we keep that type of relationship, then I will always have his back and I'll go to bat for him in the most fucked up positions. And that's what you need when you're building a team. You gotta have somebody that understands your goal, but also has their own goals for you as well and wants to see you succeed in it across the board. So that's what that is.
Like you saying all the right shit. I'm like, damn, I'm about to start battling so you can manage me. You saying all
Nah, that's real shit though.
I respect it. I'm not. I laugh at joke. I play game over. Like he said, I can only work as hard for him as he works for me. That's some nigga. That's some nigga shit. He said.
And I
like
think
eventually, like
yeah,
for me, man, watching guys succeed and reach the goals that they want, man. Like there was a time in life where I didn't have all my shit together, and somebody looked out for me and made sure I got to see what I needed to see. So this is just me paying it forward really in my own way and taking care of people because somebody at some point didn't give up on me. You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful.
And in addition, because I know we about to probably wrap this up, but I think like I've been doing this shit like I told Chris, like before I really took my battle rap career serious, I was basically managing niggas and running the league and artist development and ghostwriting and all that kind of shit. And it's like I was being hindered by trying to help so many people at one time and still being like an artist that's kind of like requested. So it was hard for me to get my job done. Now I'm focusing on myself in just Verbal Warzone, and I kind of got like Dre like setting up little plates and stuff for me, Gates of the Garden or whatever. But it's like I manage my own career, but it's like Chris said, I'm starting to get like a lot of relationships with people and it's pissing me off because it's like everybody wants a favor. And it's like, damn, all my friends? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Shit different. Like, it's like, yo.
As a management person, not to cut you off, brother, but I think you brought up a point that I think that's obvious. How do you, as a person who's an entertainment person or a person who's trying to get exposure, how do you differ from what's exposure and what's shooting yourself? You get what I'm saying, though? You get what I mean?
Butter.
I apologize. I thought you was on to Chris.
No, what you saying? I'm talking to Chris. That's for you to Chris, the management. Your management, because I feel like that's a question that you can ask management. What is the difference between? Because I feel like somebody once told me that they had turned down a URL joint, right? And I was like, why would you do that? Somebody, and I'm like, been on URLs, but he's like, things wasn't right. The bag wasn't right. When you think about the idea of that, as management, what could you tell a person coming up as far as I want that exposure? I want to be on platforms. I want to, but I'm not.
You gotta kind of ask yourself what's more important. You can put yourself in position to make a lot of money, or if you want a legacy and that outweighs what you're doing for a bag, then it's all about what's important to you. Or you can settle for a good bag and a great legacy, and you can have the best of both worlds. Like, if you're coming up in this game, one of the things that people don't understand is like, when I came into this, and when a lot of these guys came into this, man, there wasn't a lot of battle rappers. There wasn't a lot of leagues. Now there's thousands upon thousands upon thousands of battle rappers in a bunch of leagues, and it's not as easy to get noticed anymore. You have to carry a certain it factor, or you have to have a drive that's bigger than the next man's. So when you're coming up in this, like, and this kind of goes hand in hand with what we started this interview off with, talking about this fight situation. Like, you have to be willing to listen to somebody who's older than you, who might have been through some shit, who might have witnessed some things you haven't done, and listen to them and not think that you're just trying to hoe them. Like, we're getting out of an era where people they don't respect their OG to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Like, they'll hear you, but they think that you're trying to play them, when in actuality you're just trying to help them.
Right. I think you hit it right on the nail. I think it's not true. I can't talk for you, but I feel like when I think of people that tried to give me that OG move and I didn't respect it, I think it's because a lot of people don't really take the OG position. And I think you just examined it right there. It's not always about a handout, but it is sometimes. It's different. Anybody can kick you when you're down, but it's different when somebody helped you get up and you're willing to listen a little bit more. They helping you. They invested. The person invested in you, it makes it easier to listen because they invested their time or whatever into you. It makes it easier to listen to them. But then the person who just woke up, what up, young man? Listen to me. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Well, like, prime example, man, the Goonies, right? They're one of the most popping battle rap crews in battle rap, right?
Now, for all the wrong reasons, kind of fake.
Okay, so I feel like somebody should put their arm around Twerk, Drugs, Jack, and all of them and say, look, I get it, but this might not be the best way to do this. Like, there's other ways that you can get the same attention with 100 times better results than what you're getting right now by being TMZ. Like, it seems like here lately with the Goonies, every time there's a URL event, we hear something happen with one of them, or some shit went down or something like that. Like, instead of casting them out and talking shit or doing all this internet shit, like, somebody really needs to put their arm around them and say, all right, fellas, look, y'all are all very, very talented, and there's a way to get to these goals without doing all this shit. Because Drugs is just now getting a real push from the URL, which is something he's always wanted. But now, what's he known for? He's not known for the Mike P battle that just dropped on the app that was really dope. And he's not known for this. No, he's known for the Moon situation right now.
And he just got some T-shirts, too, with the gun show. Them shits ain't going to sell when you get into a fight. You ain't shooting nobody.
It's not only just that, but, bro, you fucking up future business for people, man. It's simple. Like, nobody wants to invest in something that could cost them more in the long run, man. Like, Smack, URL, Beasley, Chico, all them guys. I know all these guys. I've had conversations with these guys. Like, they have insurance in place, and they have all of these different things that they do when they go into these cities and they set up these events, bro. Like, somebody gets hurt at one of these events, who you think's getting sued?
Smack.
Okay, then. What's that doing? That's stopping the progression that we're making. Over what? Over some words?
That's what I'm saying, man.
Bro, words don't pay for my kids' college. Words don't pay for my kids' college.
You know what? I want to make another GSA right now. I want to make an announcement and say this. I'm tired of niggas saying they got to fight somebody because they fake. If somebody fake, why you got to fight them? Why you want to fight a fake nigga? I don't want to fight no fake. When I was a kid, we didn't want to fight the fake niggas. We wanted to fight the real niggas, the niggas who could fight. I didn't want to go fight the fakest nigga in the crowd. And I don't understand that. Why everybody feel like, so you're being a bully then. If you're saying this person's a soft person and they so punk and they all of this and that's why you fought them, why? That to me would be the opposite of why you fight somebody. That would, to me, I still be, you know what, I was going to smack him, but you know he ain't nothing but a punk. Nowadays, I smacked him because he was a punk. It's like it's a different mentality of it is a clout chase, and that's why they chose to fight in the middle of the street, because two people who really want to fight can easily say to each other, they can, let's go. We want to fight. Let's go somewhere. Let's go. We can go to a place and go fight over there and handle it. Nobody can break it up. We can shoot whatever we want to do. 60.
Yeah, no, but see, but clout is becoming more addictive than crack or PCP or anything like that, bro. Like your
and that's the new era, though.
Yeah, and your social media status means everything in the world to you now, and you're ready to go out here and risk it all for what?
If you're managing him, how do you feel right now? If you're managing one of those guys, if you were their managers, how would you feel right now? Just from a manager's point of view. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest. If I was managing the Goonies,
are you happy? It's for both. It's publicity.
No. I'm not, because what it does is it makes you look like a flight risk for booking you in future events, bro. You getting physical, and no, it didn't happen in the venue this time, but that's not to say it won't the next time. That's not to say that somebody could have got hurt, an innocent life could have gotten taken. Like we're so consumed and preoccupied with all this, who the toughest guy in the room is, and battle rap was never based off that, man. Battle rap was something where you appreciated each other for your art forms and everything like that. The aggression is supposed to be taken out on stage. Like, what are we doing? We're actually hustling backwards now. We're getting off stage and we're still angry at what?
And making money.
You just rocked a room of anywhere from between 300 to 2,500 people. You have people that recognize you. Twerk is one of the most recognizable names in battle rap right now because of battle rap. But you out here talking.
You're living your dream, man.
I couldn't represent something. I couldn't represent something like that continuing forward without a conversation saying, "All right, guys, we're fucking our money up, and we're preventing ourselves from reaching." Like, Twerk has celebrities. This is the craziest thing, right? Put this in perspective. New Jersey Twerk is a guy who got stopped in the airport by CeeLo, and CeeLo wanted to go to dinner with him in Miami. And I'm talking about CeeLo from the Dungeon family. I'm not talking about
CeeLo Green. Maybe I'm crazy.
Yeah.
That makes you crazy.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother CeeLo too. And I say
CeeLo?
Yeah, actually I did the motion graphics for that video. Shout out to Blind Visual Propaganda.
You did motion graphics to the crazy video?
Yeah, all the ink blot stuff. That was my company in Santa Monica, Blind Visual Propaganda. Y'all can look them up. I got junior executive credits on that.
Shout out to Petty, man. Damn, Petty. Petty with credit, and you a visitor? You worked with CeeLo Green from Dungeon Family, so what the fuck, if you a visitor, what the fuck am I?
No. Like my life is different. I say visitor from a perspective of what they see when they see me. Yeah. I'm not a visitor, man. Hip hop is my home, boy. I kick my feet up and slam Cadillac doors with the best of them. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about it, man. Talk your motherfucking talk, man.
So
it's nice tapping in with you guys. Definitely, always. Please don't be a stranger, Petty. Now that you came on, now that you realize we cousins. I know you didn't know we was cousins, but I kind of reached out to you. That's what the good thing about Facebook is. Family is coming back together now, so I was able to reach out to you. I told him that we had an auntie. He made me send him a picture and all that. He didn't believe me. The auntie was actually your sister's auntie or something like that.
Yeah, facts. And hey yo, next time I come to the barbecue, I'll bring the potato salad.
Oh, well, you better put some mayonnaise in it.
Hey, yo, bro, I don't know nothing about that raisin shit. I don't grapes and all that.
No raisins in the potato salad. I'm joking.
I don't know nothing.
My significant other is she's European, so I don't believe in race at all. I got some Rastafarian. Even though she wasn't, I realized that it's created to separate us as a person because they don't want us to focus on the reality of life. And one of the reality is that I was talking to my cousin about this earlier. I was talking to my son about it, honestly, my son. And he was asking me, he said, what does a duck do? You feel me? He said, what does a duck do? And I said, a duck just be a duck. That's it. That's what it does. He's like, what do you mean? You know, what does it do for a living? What does it do for work? I said, no, that's the duck's job. The duck's job is to be a duck.
Yeah.
But people, you have to work at your job. You got to be a manager. You got to be a battle rapper. I got to be a talk show. We have to do stuff to define ourselves as who we are. You know what I mean? And what our worth is, opposed to a duck's worth it instantly has it from birth. It's born as a duck, It's gonna do its best thing. It doesn't have to no pressures of
Thanks.
So
Thanks.
that's why we do need management. I'm so happy. I might need some management too. I don't do battle. I'm not gonna battle rap, but I do comedy, so I need to be hosting some events.
Man,
I want to host something. I know you're gonna host.
I dabble in anything. I dabble in anything that's got a dream and a future behind it, bro. Like
You
that.
know what? I got a script, Petty. Do you think you can help me shop my script?
Hey, look, man. I'm not gonna. We're not gonna run resumes right now, man. We can talk offline because I do work with some people down here, in my city, and we get shit done.
You from Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I was born and raised, man.
You know Higher Bear.
What's up?
Higher level Bear.
Why is that familiar?
Mike management. He manages Killer Mike.
Yeah.
He does like Tom Ford stuff, kind of. He's an older dude. Him and he got a new label that he just started. Shout out to them. No Face, No Case. You know him?
Yeah.
That's the art. That's my art.
Okay, yeah.
I got some people. He manages Cap G too. I don't know if you know who Cap G is. F the police here. He was in the movie Dope with ASAP Rocky, all of that. Yeah, Higher Bear Loc, that's family. I just got, Big U. He was on the show. Big U came on the show. He wanted to do a media company. We tried to do some media stuff, so that'd be, I don't know. We gonna do it. We ain't doing it for us though.
I feel you. We should definitely speak off though. We should speak off this.
Oh yeah, we gonna get it going. As I'm trying to wrap this up. I don't want you to hang up too fast. I want to get it wrapped. Don't hang up. I'm just gonna stop the show. I'm trying to get this done. Wrap it up. I got a chance to speak with one of my people I definitely admire in the industry, because I always admire people who find various ways to eat off the plate. Anybody can just directly come and go, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. This man has battled, he has ran a league, he's managing people we know, and he's even opening up more manager opportunities and more opportunities. He said he's gonna give me opportunity to host one of his events. What kind of great? You already know my vibe. I'm your favorite cousin from an auntie and uncle. You didn't even know you had. I'm 34 and a half. This was the GANGSTER SERVICE announcement. That was my guest, Chris Petty. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. I got some merch now, y'all. I got merch. It's on Teespring. I've been had merch before on Kendrick Customs, but I couldn't put a link in the thing. I got the link now so y'all can look at it. If you press the I thing, you can see it. Or if you look in the comment section, or at the end of the video, you'll see the thing in the section. You'll see it. Please get a T-shirt and wear it, and don't wear nothing else if you're a girl so I can see your vagina. But just see it. Thank you.
Shout out to my man 34 and a half, man. My extended family, my cousin from a cousin, you know what I'm saying? We out here. Chris Petty, man, I appreciate the time and the opportunity. Shout out to my brother Butter from the block. Y'all make sure y'all tune in to everything he got going on.
We're going to get together. That happened.
Cop them T-shirts. My man takes nudes if you're a female as payment. So go ahead and support the cause.
Put me in Snapchat contact.
All right, man. Hey, y'all stay tuned, man. We got some real special shit coming from y'all, man.
You say GANGSTER SERVICE announcement? GANGSTER SERVIce announcement?
Yo, man, shout out to GANGSTER SERVICE announcement, man. It's always love, and now we extended family, man. Holla at me, and I'm down to work where you are, bro.
Thank you, Hood.
Hello, I'm Charles Daniels. For years, we've been taking you to villages like this and showing you the heartbreak of families whose only mistake was being born poor. They need your help. And for only
YouTube subscription,
you can provide water, food, and medicine for these people.
YouTube subscription.
That's less than a small cup of coffee, but it can make all the difference in the world to the people of this village. Ask for more. Sorry. Ask for more money. Why you start so low? As you can see, these villagers are desperate for your help, so don't hesitate. Pick up the phone. Yo, what they shooting? Commercial song. A word? Dial the number and send.
YouTube subscription.
May not sound like a lot, but it can mean so much to these families. It's not even a round number. Like if he said $1, I can see how he got this.
Yeah, but you know they always trying to take away a penny to make it sound like less.
I get that. I'm just saying, why?
YouTube subscription.
That's all these people need to survive. And they'd be so lucky and appreciative to get it. So for the price of a cup of coffee.
Put it! You talk about all they need to send is the bare minimum to keep us alive.
We're not asking for the bare minimum. This number has been decided by very educated and caring people who can save your lives. How?
How you gonna save our lives?
YouTube subscription? A YouTube subscription?
In my head, but I just can't see it.
39 cents.
You keep saying YouTube subscription. Why you keep saying YouTube subscription? Because the YouTube subscription.
Price of a cup of coffee.
Why it can't be the price of an Arizona iced tea? They 99 cents.
Because it's not the price of an Arizona. It's got to be coffee.
It don't though.
Plus, coffee is way more expensive than
YouTube subscription.
Number one, y'all need to take your phones out. Number two, Google 60-second jokes. Next, click on the YouTube link. Like, comment, and subscribe. Swindolences. Shouting out 60-second jokes.